So today I am thrilled. I'm absolutely over the moon thrilled to welcome our guest, Jenice Page. She is an amazing lady from Texas, but she works all over. And she has successfully helped people from all over become the healthiest versions of themselves, reignite the inner warrior so that they can look in the mirror and love who they see, scars and all. Hey, isn't that having an awesome life when you can stand in your power? So, Jenice, welcome, and tell us a little bit more about yourself. Tell us your story.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So, like you said, my name is Jenice Page. I have been in a physical fitness and a nutritionist for 20-some years. I've been in nutrition for over 20 years, like 30 years. That's my first love. Nutrition and physical fitness is my second. I'm just a geek for that. So my story is I wanted to lose some weight because I had a tubal pregnancy and I wanted to lose some weight and just like 10 pounds. And I caught myself going on a vegetarian diet. Went on a diet, lost the weight, but then I educated myself. When I educated myself on how to keep it as a lifestyle instead of just a diet, it changed my life. It changed my life. I had a lot of female problems. Growing up, I would have really bad cycles, cramps, female problems, hormonal problems at a very young age, from teenager all the way up to my 20s. I had all that going on. So when I educated myself, I transformed my life. I not just transformed physically, internally as well. All the problems I had started changing. So I went from vegetarian to vegan lifestyle. And from 90 to 94, I was vegetarian. From 94 until today, I'm still vegan. And all the things that I had in my life going on with physical, with being a female, having the female problems, had just went away.
They disappeared when you turned vegan, huh?
They, over time, it wasn't like right away, but over time it did. And it started with actually, because when I was a vegetarian, I gave up the dairy as a vegetarian, and I gave up red meat and pork. I just continued eating chicken, and I wasn't a big seafood eater, so I didn't really eat seafood.
Mm-hmm.
So I continued eating that. So that helped over time. So then when I walked away from the chicken and the pasta and the bread and stuff like that, yes, my health got so much better. In my 20s, I was in bad health. I was on my way to have high blood pressure. I was on my way to have all the other health issues that people have today. But I took control. And when I did that, like I said, just by educating myself, reading, learning, that's why nutrition is my first love, because that's where it started with me. And it's just
fantastic.
Over time, at 20, I was not able to do the things I can do today at 53.
You're 53. My gosh. I mean, honestly, when you started saying how long you were into nutrition, I sat here and said, no, she's only about 28. How could she be into nutrition for that length of time? You're doing something right, girl.
Girl, thank you. And I give him all credit because, and it's just like I said, it took time. It took me educating myself. It took me taking myself serious, very serious, and being dedicated to me.
That is fantastic. It really is. So, can you share some tips that the average person could do where they are in their lives today?
Actually, yes. When I get a client, I'm going to treat the average person as my client. When I get a client, the first thing I do is I have them to evaluate themselves. Or I ask, because it's a mental thing, where they at mentally. We check the mental state first, because if you're not here, if it's not here, you're not going to stay consistent.
It's not going to happen, is it? If you don't have the mindset, it's nice for 24 hours.
Exactly. And then are you looking at this as a diet or as a lifestyle? Because if you're looking at a diet, it's a temporary fix for you.
And a diet, tell my clients, a diet is a 4-letter word. We don't even want to go there. We're doing a lifestyle change.
Exactly. You have to look at it as a lifestyle because, and then where you see yourself at, you know, where you see, so this is all a reflection. It's all mental. We're doing a mental state right now. Where you see yourself at. Draw a picture of where you at right now and draw a picture where you want to be at. And give yourself a deadline. You want to give yourself a deadline. And then we tackle, okay, what, let's look at how you eat. How are you eating? We want to give up this. And I always ask, what can you not live with? You know?
What can you not live without or live with?
Yeah, without. Yeah, what can you not live without? Because then we need to, and if it's like, some people say, oh, I got to have my sweets. Well, I got to give you a healthy way to have your sweets.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anything in moderation.
Yes, everything. And that's the key. But, you know, we live in this microwave world, and then we live in this fast-paced world where everything is right now, right now, right now. And that's why I teach them, you're not going to get the right now results. You will get the results. Just trust the process. It's going to come, and you got to be patient.
And do you find that processed foods, if you can get away from processed foods, it's helpful? Absolutely. Or no?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm big on getting away from processed food. I tell my clients, if, you know, fresh or frozen, stay away from the can, the processed food, high sodium. We look at the macros. We look at the sodium, the carbs, the net carbs, the whole carbs. We look at the sugar, stuff like that. So yes, processed food. I have not had a canned good in 20-something years. I mean, since I became this like vegan lifestyle, I have not. And I was an unhealthy vegan for a minute, because there is some unhealthy vegans, because they still do a lot of fried. You know, you got a lot of vegan restaurant. Vegan lifestyle is so mainstream now. It's so mainstream. But what it is introducing people to vegan lifestyle, but it's still fast food. Still fast food. So I'm very big on cooking my own food, taking out the process, because you need to know what you're putting in your body. You need to know how much of it you're putting in your body.
And everything is, I mean, everyone says, read the label, read the label. Mm-hmm. However, it's so difficult to read a label. And if you are able to just get the fresh foods or the frozen food that has not been, you know, all of like the fast stir fry frozen food that has a lot of processed stuff in it. If you can just begin by doing that would be really helpful. Now you have a lot of tools that you use in your toolbox. I was cyber stalking you before our talk.
Yes, I do. So you have to, when you give us something, you have to supplement some. So I use supplements, but I do farm to door. My food comes from the farm to my door. I do go to, I only shop at not Whole Foods, but natural stores. Because and I look at labels. I'm not a brand person when it comes to clothes, but I am a brand person when it comes to what I'm putting in my body. Ooh. So yeah, I am, because it tells me what type of, that I look at the scientists behind it. Like, I'll use certain brands because of how they not process, but how the scientists behind the product. They don't use animal products, or they don't test on animal products, and then they go here or they go there, you know, just stuff like that. I'm just trying not to reveal any names, because I'm not sponsoring them, you know, but stuff like that. And then I'm big on, knowing what's in my body, because I can tell when I've had something new in my body by the way it processed.
Okay.
So that's the first thing I teach clients. I teach them, we go through the mind, the meal, their nutrition, and how to understand your body. Learn your body. Pay attention to your body. It tells you something. So I'm big on teaching people how to know what's going on with your body, because what our body goes through a transition. It goes through a transition. Like I tell my clients, your body every 7 years is changing. So you're going through a transition. You need to, like, I'm in my 7-year transition. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, because I've been so in tune with my body. I know what I can take in now, what I couldn't take in before.
Yep. Yep. That makes sense. Now, I've heard, and I don't know, what do you think? You mentioned the 7-year transition. Is that like, some people have said that our cells disappear and come back every 7 years? Basically, we have an entire new inside every 7 years. Is that?
Just because you're aging, so you know how you evolve over time with age. Your body has to go through the same thing. So that's why a lot of things when we're going through, our body gives up. We don't produce the same amount or the same thing. You know, you have to add supplements because your body is not producing this anymore. Or that. That's why, you know, like women, when we go through menopause, because we're losing the estrogen, our body is not producing it anymore. That kind of stuff. So yeah.
So there are things that are there things that we just need to come to terms with and say, all right, it's the aging process. Deal with it, girl.
Well, some people can say that. I just like to say, I'm going to stay useful, and I don't mind aging because that's just a part of life, but I don't have to act like that because I'm 53, but I can give a 20 and 30-year-old a run for their money when it comes to physical fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. I don't have to worry about that myself, but
but I tell people do age appropriate stuff. So if it's the age appropriate for you, do it. You know, but I just don't want people, I don't want you to get in the mindset and say, oh, it's just coming with age, because then you're limiting yourself.
You become the victim, don't you?
Yes, you're limiting yourself, and then you're not even venturing out to even try it. You know what I mean? It's the mind thing. You're already talking your mind out of it.
Yeah. So many times I've heard, well, a friend of mine, I had a friend who was on the news, and she started running marathons when she was almost 100, when she was 100 years old.
Oh my gosh.
She started running marathons. Now she is 104, and so she just walks around the block.
That is amazing.
She said, you know what? I want something new. I want to keep going. And yeah, it took her a long time, but she loves her races. She just loves her. And she doesn't drive. Somebody else drives her. But yeah, you know, some of it is part of the genes, I assume. But it's also what you put in your body and how you take care of it. And I've had some of my clients come to me and say, you know, I wish I could be you, Karen, but I'm not. Well, you know what? You can be. You can be like Jeniece. You know, you can be. It is a choice, isn't it? It's a choice.
You said the word. It's a choice. It is a choice, Karen. And the thing is, as long as you're on this side of the dirt, you got the opportunity to make that choice.
I like that. I've never heard that one before. This side of the dirt. Well, that's it. Life is a choice, and how we deal with it, and not beat ourselves up when you might slide off the healthy food wagon.
I mean, you can't, because what happens is, I mean, you get back up again and you just start over. Every day is new mercy. God give us new mercy every day. Every day is a new day to start over again.
Oh, I love that. I do love that. That is so true. Oh, Jenice, this is great. Now, did I hear that well, first of all, how can people get in touch with you? I know that you do things in person in Texas, but with this COVID, I'm sure you have transitioned to the
Yes,
worldwide. How can
I
people get in touch with you?
So yes, thank you for asking. I have a Facebook page, Jenice Page, and I have a health business page. Is B as in boy, V as in Victor, Health and Wellness Coach on Facebook, and you can also find me on Instagram as vegan underscore life underscore style. That's my Instagram. But I do have an online course. I teach online fit camp. I had to pivot because of COVID. I couldn't, because I have a healthy smoothie bar in Coppell, Texas, but I can't have people coming in there working out because I was doing one-on-one training. So what I did is I moved all my clients to online. So I host an online fit camp Monday through Friday, and I have 2 different times. So if anybody wants to join me, it's not very expensive. It's a very affordable cost. And then I'm lunging. I'm so proud and so excited because Karen, I've God has blessed me to see a lot of my vision come to pass. I have like 3 vision boards. The very first one is 90% complete, only 90%. So I'm about to lunge. I'm about to take it to 100% because I am lunging one of my very first online courses, and it's called Bye Bye Belly Fat, and it's going to
Oh,
start this month.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
So it's a
great. So
labor.
this is an online course that you're going to have like evergreen, or is it in person with you, or
So
how
it's
does it
going to
work?
be online. I'm going to do it live for 7 weeks. It's 7 weeks to 7 modules. There's homework. It's going to be, I will go live once a week and teach each module, and everybody have a week to do their homework. So it's a online course, and then I'm going to record the tapings, and then I can I'll put it out on one of the Teachable or something like that, so people can buy it and have it.
Okay. Okay. So it
Mhm.
can be an evergreen member.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fantastic. Oh, I'm
yeah.
excited for you. That'll be
I'm
wonderful. Well, be sure to let us know, and I'll make sure that your website or sign up page or whatever
yeah,
you create gets out there to
I
our
will definitely
listeners.
do that. Yes,
So
I'll
this is
definitely do that.
so. Is there anything that you would like to share before we go today?
Actually, I want to thank you for having me on here and
Oh,
to sharing this space with me, because I know you're a coach too, and to just having me. I'm honored.
well,
I appreciate it.
I am thrilled. I'm so thrilled, and I understand you have a podcast as well. So
That's my new toy. Yes, I'm sorry.
yes.
Yes, I have a podcast. Oh, guys, this gives me so much joy to tell you. It's called Get Ready for the Dress. And it's not just fitness, it's get ready for any dress you are facing in life. We talk about anything. I have about 15 episodes, and I'm telling you, it's so much fun, Karen. You're going to love it. You're going to love being a podcaster because
Uh,
it's like a toy to me, but a
yeah.
toy that I love, that I have passion for, because what it does is it helps us, you and I, get our message across and help so many other people that we need to within this world today, that people need us. We need them, not just they need us, we need them. This is a village. Our village is out there, you, me, and them. We are one village, and we need that. So that's why I have my podcast. It's my toy, but I love it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, I was just telling my husband before we started today, uh, you have to have an intention. And my intention for this podcast is to learn, meet, share, and have fun. And to me, I think that's exactly what you said. Get it out there, and we all have something to learn. And we have to keep learning. So you don't have to take all of the information and implement it immediately, but even just bits and pieces that resonate, and having it in a podcast, you can always go back and listen when you're ready to hear and to take advantage of all of the guests'
And
offerings.
and have fun. And you don't have to be perfect. I show all my imperfections. I don't, and I ain't gonna say I don't care. It's just who I am. I'm not trying to put, you don't want to, that's the one time. Now, I ain't gonna say one time, I'm always who I am. I always stand in my space. But it's just like, you're just a little more free.
You know what? When you're free, when you are authentic with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's great. I know I tell people, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'll be kind. I'll always
Yeah.
try and be kind, and not hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
what you see is what you get. And when I am angry, you know it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And when I am happy, you know it.
You know it. Exactly.
So,
But they're gonna love that about you, and that's because you're authentic. So that's what people are gonna love and gonna gravitate to. So I just think,
I only say that because I see that in you. We're mirroring each other here. So it's great. Jenice, it has been such a pleasure. I can't begin to tell you how happy I am that we've met and we did this, and all kinds of good luck through everything that you endeavor. And people, be sure to contact Jenice. She is amazing. So thank you.
Same to you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.